Hello, this is Steve here again, commentating for the Coin Master for the EBL as he takes on his Week 2 opponent, Game Reviews, coach of the Detroit Quaqavals. And it seems like I'm not going to be alone here today. As my name is Steve, I will be joined by none other than Billy Bob. I heard that the Coin Master was doing some fights, and I was like, why did he not tell me that he was doing the fights? I love watching me some battles. I don't know why he didn't tell me all this a while ago. Right you are, Billy Bob. Seems like the Coin Master did forget to tell you that we are doing the battles and stuff like that. So, without further notice, we're going to be talking about the Coin Master here and his battle against the Game Reviews. For those who do not know, EBL has a couple of different rules. The rules are that they have 9 Pokemon to draft. That, and they have 3 restricts they can get, which is 1 big legendary, I believe, and then 2 smaller legendaries where it's like pseudos and mythicals and other stuff like that. Right you are there, Billy Bob. And then what are the other rules? Is that they cannot terrestrialize those big restricts as well. The Detroit Quaqavals have Koraidon, Slitherwing, Gouging Fire, Quaqaval, Blaziken, Dachsbun, Hisuian Zoroark, Mamoswine, and Venusaur. While it seems like I'm just now learning that the Coin Master, his team is still Greninja, Renucleus, Terrakion, Magnezone, Hatterene, Kyurem, Dondozo, Shaman Skyform, and Torkoal. I don't know who told him to pick this team, but you know what? It gets Billy Bob's approval. I'm glad I got your approval here today. And with the rules and the 2 teams out of the way, me and Billy Bob here will be coming back whenever the battle comes into apparel. We are back here, and it seems we have the Coin Master bringing Greninja, Renucleus, Terrakion, Torkoal, Dondozo, and Shaman Sky. While it seems that Game Reviews is bringing Mamoswine, Venusaur, Hisuian Zoroark, Koraidon, Dachsbun, and Slitherwing. There's 2 things I see wrong with this. First of all, I don't see that Kyurem anywhere. Why did he not bring Kyurem at all? That seems really weird to not bring your big restrict. And then 2, isn't this the same team that Game Reviews used last week? I do believe so, Billy Bob. I believe so it does. Now, if you look at the 2 teams, it seems like Kyurem has a very big weakness against Game Review's team here, especially the Koraidon and everything. It just seems like it's a very hard battle for the Kyurem, Magnezone, and Hatterene, the Dragon Steel Fairy core here. So that seems the reason why he's decided to opt out of that particular core. Will he opt out in the core next time? We don't know, but it seems like for this battle, he does seem to be doing that. Well, I hope it doesn't come back to bite him in the butt, because without that big restrict, without that big legendary, he's only got his 2 smaller ones. He's left it to where that Koraidon can easily just sweep his entire team. And it seems like even the Coin Master don't know who he's leading up against. You are right. It does have to think about what his lead is going to be, considering Hisuian Zoroark is there. Hisuian Zoroark has Illusion, which means that the last Pokemon in the slot of the party is what Zoroark is going to be looking like. So it does leave to some degree of what the Pokemon that Game Reviews might lead, and so it makes the Coin Master here question what he's going to lead as well. Looks like we're going to be getting into the battle. Whoa! Yeah, we're going to be getting the battle over here, and I'm taking over for a minute, Steve. I've been wanting to see this battle here for ages. I didn't get to see the last one. I didn't get to see this one. We got the Slitherwing coming out on Game Review's side, while we got Torkoal coming out on this side here. Now, Torkoal does have the drought, which, for some reason, doesn't seem like that Slitherwing. As you are right, Steve. The photosynthesis did not proc on the Slitherwing, which means that this is Zoroark in disguise. Fortunately, it seems the Coin Master is able to pick that up as well, as it quickly switches out into Greninja over here, which is very good. Being a dark type, it's going to resist all the normal type moves and everything. And it seems like Game Reviews is also able to see that he saw that the photosynthesis did not proc as well, switching him out to his other Pokemon, which is Dachsbun. That's honestly a good move from both players here, I kind of see, because Game Reviews knows that the Coin Master is decently intelligent. I mean, like, you know, not to me, but like, you know, he's decently intelligent. He can see the photosynthesis is not proccing it, so he wants to switch out to another Pokemon to maybe get some more illusion shenanigans. We do see the Greninja going for Sludge Wave, which, I mean, it's super effective against a Poison Fairy type over here, but it's also good to get the Protein activated to knock down the Dachsbun. You are right on that, Billy Bob. Dachsbun is a fantastic physical Pokemon, but not a special defensive Pokemon. So go with the Ninja, going for Sludge Wave, transforming into a Poison type because of Protein, and also getting the stab from it too. Seems to knock out the Dachsbun in one hit. We do get to see here what Game Reviews is thinking over here, because he just now lost his very defensive bulky type Pokemon, the Fairy type, and we get to see what else here. For those who do not know, Greninja was actually very useful in the beginning parts of the VGC with the Protein and everything. That's why with Libero they had to nerf it at Scarlet and Violet, because with Cinderace coming in the next gen with Libero, they had a very big problem with Cinderace just switching typings and everything. That you are right there, Billy Bob. We see Mamoswine out here, and we see the Coin Master switching out to an interesting pick. Big Tuna, the Dondozo. For those who do not know, Dondozo has like Unaware and everything like that. High defense, high attack nature, so it's understandable. But the reason why it may not be the most understandable because the sun is out, so if Dondozo did have any water-type moves, it wouldn't be any good at all. But it doesn't seem to have any water-type moves, okay? Seems to be running Curse and Rest. We do see the Trailblaze come from Mamoswine, as we do see the Dondozos try to set up with Curse here because it realizes that Mamoswine is a very high attacker, while not so much in everything else. We do see the Dondozo using his massive bulk just to make sure that it can get some moves off. You are right there, Billy Bob. You are right there. We do see the Mamoswine going for damage now this time, and that's all the two seem to be doing over here. Two behemoths over here, two big Pokemon over here, just trading earthquakes. However, it does look like, thanks to the curse, the Dondozo's attack is a lot better than the Mamoswine's. Now, Gamer Views does have a choice here. Well, I don't think there's that much of a choice here. You can either let Mamoswine go down and get a good clean switch in, or you just have to use a different move in order to make sure that Dondozo doesn't do anything. Which does seem like it happens here. He's going for the Icicle Crash. Think he may be trying to get some for flinches. But unfortunately for Matt, Game Reviews, it doesn't seem to work because Mamoswine goes down. I will give that a brilliant play, but unfortunately, no execution. That you are right, Billy Bob. We do not get to see the flinch from the Icicle Crash, so that means that Dondozo was able to take out the Mamoswine. I wonder what Game Reviews is going to be doing here as well. Because of Unaware, most people do think that it means that it ignores its own stat changes. What it actually means is that it ignores the attack raises and special attack raises from the opposing Pokemon, while also at the same time it ignores the defensive and special defensive natures of our Pokemon as well. So, for example, the Slitherwing, if it has raised attack from the photosynthesis and everything, Dondozo's Unaware would ignore that when it comes to damage calculations. While, on the other side, if the Slitherwing manages to set up its defenses and everything, it would ignore those defense raises. That is more of what Unaware actually does. That seems like a very complicated ability. It kind of is, Billy Bob, but whenever you think about it, it's actually pretty decent. We do see the Torkoal bringing out here the Drought, accidentally activating the Slitherwing's photosynthesis, but it doesn't seem to do anything because of First Impression being a bug-type move. Now, I remember seeing this in the battle. This Torkoal over here was fairly physically bulky, so we are going to see a fairly physically bulky Mon going up against this behemoth of a fighter. Also getting his attack boosted because of that. Oh, no! We do see the Will-O-Wisp miss. That you're right there, Billy Bob. We do see the Will-O-Wisp, which is very big because unfortunately that did not have the attack from the Slitherwing. So we do see the Coin Master here in a little bit of a debacle about what he wants to do next. Now, personally for me, I probably would have clicked Stealth Rocks over here because it's good to get hazards set up over here. But at the same time, maybe going for another Will-O-Wisp wouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's only like a 50-50 shot of missing. You are right there, Billy Bob. Either Will-O-Wisp or Stealth Rock could be a good move. But we do see here that he decided to click Weather Ball instead, which is not too bad. He knows probably that close combat cannot take him down, and it seems that we see here that the -2 in special defense is gonna probably be enough for Torkoal. We do not know. I think it is. You think so? It is, and it seems like you are right there, Billy Bob. It has done enough to take down the Slitherwing. It seems this Torkoal is out here taking names and kicking butts. You do not realize it is kicking butts out here being a turtle. Turtle power! You are right there, Billy Bob. That is some turtle power coming out from Torkoal. We do see Venusaur coming out. And for people who do not know, it is a grass poison type with the chlorophyll ability. Which means that even though Torkoal is already slow, this will give the chance for Venusaur to outspeed some of the other Pokemon on the Coin Master's team. Now, that is something to think about here. Venusaur with Koraidon. Seems like Koraidon is bringing the sun to help out his team members. You are right there about that, Billy Bob. Seems like Game Reviews here does have a little bit of a sun team with the Koraidon and the Venusaur as well. There are a few other Pokemon that can probably benefit from the sun as well, but it seems that's two of great synergy between the two. We do see, however, wait a minute. When did Venusaur get Shadow Ball? I don't think it ever gets anything like that. You are right there, Steve. You are right there, Billy Bob. You are right. It seems that is probably most likely not Venusaur. With the Shadow Ball, that is most likely going to be Hisuian Zoroark. Because, yeah, Venusaur cannot learn it at all. That Game Reviews, he actually managed to get the 1-up on the Coin Master here. I am so proud of him. That is so fantastic. To use illusion like that, I will agree with you as well, Billy Bob. But it seems that the Coin Master here does also know that that is Hisuian Zoroark, because he does know that Venusaur does not get Shadow Ball. So we do see the Greenwich come over here, activating the Protean, even though it was already a dark type, changing it from a water dark type to a singular dark type, getting the critical hit on the Dark Pulse. I don't know if that mattered or not, but we never know because the Zoroark does go down, unfortunately. I have to say, I love that hair. That shiny on that hair was so beautiful. I have to agree with you there, Billy Bob. Hisuian Zoroark shiny is very, very nice. It is very nice. We do see the Koraidon coming out here finally. That thing is a menace. If you do not know, that thing is a menace. Orichalcum Pulse, I'm not going to pronounce how to say it and everything because I can't pronounce that word. When it does that, it raises its attack also. So it's like getting a +1 attack because of the pulse and everything. You are right there, Billy Bob, even though you can't say the name of the ability correctly. Orichalcum Pulse does increase his attack by 1 stage and bring out the sun as the best ability for Koraidon, and it's also really good for competitive and everything too because it makes the Coin Master here question everything too. Why is he questioning everything? Well, Koraidon naturally outspeeds his entire team. However, if his Koraidon is more into attack than speed, the 2 Pokemon, I think the Coin Master here, Greninja and the Shaman Skyform, have a chance of outspeeding. But that all depends on what Game Reviews here has done as far as his nature. He could have went up in attack, could have went up in speed, but we did not know. Well, I don't think we're going to know right now because he was seeing the Coin Master is going to be switching over into the Big Tuna again. Now, again, that's a water type on the sun. Why would he do that? Well, it's because that Dondozo is probably built defensively thick, and that seems to be the case here as well. Maybe he's just trying to get a clean switch in order to maybe bring out another Pokemon as well. He could also Terra here as well, if he had the ability, but it seems like he's not going to be able to do it. That Koraidon is a menace. With U-turn, the Orichalcum Pulse getting +1 on the sun? Oof! I would hate to try to face that as well. The only thing I would want to try to face more than that is Miraidon. You are correct on that. Koraidon and Miraidon, both for Scarlet and Violet, are extremely powerful legendaries. One of the few powerful legendaries that we've actually seen. We do see the Venusaur now. We do see it, which is good. I wanted to see the Venusaur with chlorophyll and everything. It's nice to see the plant get in the sun for the little flower and everything. You are right there, Billy Bob. The chlorophyll ability will activate, which is going to be good for the Venusaur because it makes it to where it's not such a slow type Pokemon. We do see Shaman Sky out here, which is a fairly speedy Pokemon as well. I still think the Shaman Sky will outspeed here, but what do we see here? Oh my gosh, I've just now seen this for the first time live. This seems to be the terrestrialization feature. Seems to be going for defensive typing with the steel typing, which is going to be good because now the air slash ain't going to be that good at all. You are right there, Billy Bob. That defensive typing means that it's going to be able to eat the air slash, and the growth in the sun is especially different than normal growth because it now sharply raises the special attack stat versus just regular doing it by 1 stage. You mean to tell me the sun does all that? Yeah, Billy Bob, it does. Man. Koraidon and Venusaur are such a team, aren't they? They kind of are, Billy Bob. They kind of are. We do see the Coin Master here having to decide if he wants to stay in against this team or not. Because the Venusaur being +2 and everything, it's still going to hit decently hard. It may not have anything that much super effective against it, but it does have the problem of that. What do you mean there's a problem? Well, Venusaur has an access move pool. It gets sludge type, it gets poison type moves like Sludge Bomb and stuff. It does get access to Weather Ball, which in Sun turns into a fire type move. The Coin Master has a decision to make. You mean the decision of letting a Shaman go down or switching out to another Pokemon? You are right about that. And it seems we do get to see the Coin Master wanting to make a clean switch in it with the Terrakion. The Terrakion, like, isn't that a rock type? It is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be able to eat this Weather Ball very well. I see what he's doing over here. But, his Terrakion's got no good moves for it. That you are right. It seems that the Terrakion did not have the best moveset, but it didn't matter anyway, because then Venusaur outsped. I wonder if anything the Coin Master used this as a clean switch in to get to another Pokemon without taking damage. I mean, you are right about that. I have to agree with that. And it also seems like, wait a minute. And he may have been waiting for the sun to go out. You may be right as that as well. Which means that he may have waited for the sun to go out, sacrificing his Terrakion, so that way he can get an Earth Power in, which seems to be that's what he's doing. I can agree with that. That seems exactly what he's doing, but unfortunately it's not enough to take down that Pokemon. Now, you said earlier that Weather Ball was fire type because of the sun. It's not fire type anymore, right? You are correct, Billy Bob. It's not a fire type Pokemon move anymore. It is now a normal type at only half damage. Because of that, looks like Max does switch out the Venusaur, even though it get +2 in special attack and attack. It may need the sun to take out the Shaman Sky, so it switches out over into Koraidon. It sends out the sun again, getting the frenzy and everything, and it looks like it's going to be eating this Earth Power pretty decently. That's not a bad move for Game Reviews as well. That's pretty good, actually, considering the fact that he gets the sun out, it helps the Venusaur out, and it makes him, this Pokemon, and Powerful too. You are right there, Billy Bob. And it seems like he did build the Koraidon in speed and not attack because Seamus Sky was able to go down from one hit from the Flare Blitz. But you seem to be having my trouble here today. I seem to be having your trouble here today, Billy Bob. We do see the Prime Minister coming out. We do know that since Seamus Sky was not able to outspeed the Koraidon, it can easily attack the Greninja and go for it as well. We seem to be seeing something on the Coin Master side. Seems like instead of a normal set, we seem to be seeing a more defensive set. You mean we're now seeing the Coin Master finally specialize his Pokemon? Because what I understand, he did that last battle. He did not. He never had a chance for him to cover it before he needed it. That is unfortunate. We didn't get to see it last time, but we did get to see it this time. We do get to see him terrestrialize this fairy type, which is good because then the U-turn ain't gonna do that much damage. You are right there, Billy Bob. Being a fairy type means that he's resistant to the bug typing. He also means that he loses his weakness as a psychic type. And we do get to see the Venusaur coming in, activating the Chlorophyll, and making Weather Ball now a fire type move, which as a fairy type, Renucleus should be able to eat as well. Acid Armor, that's a new one for me. It raises his defense by 2, which is going to be good against the Koraidon because Koraidon getting that +1 upon entry with Orichalcum Pulse is going to be very, very hard. It is true here, but it seems like the Venusaur can't do that much against the Renucleus here. And we do see a Calm Mind. Now, from what I understand, that raises special attack and special defense, while Acid Armor only raises by +2 in defense. You are correct there, Billy Bob. We do see here that the Prime Minister is going to be setting up a bunch of Calm Minds and Acid Armors, and it looks like it has Recover on there. But we do see game reviews going for the growth to offset the Calm Mind differences. However, we just see the Coin Master here just still going for those setup, because if you were able to catch it in one of the moves there, it does have stored power. Stored power! You mean like the more boost you got, the more damage it does? You are right there. Although we do lose the Sun, and it seems like we're now going to be getting into an HP fest, HP battle, where can Venusaur suck up enough HP from Giga Drain to take down the Renucleus before the Renucleus can use Recover enough to make sure it does not lose its HP as well. I mean, like, you are right there, because even though it only has stored power, it's not super effective. I wonder if he has to play into how many boosts he got in order to take down the Venusaur. You are correct there, Billy Bob. You are correct on there. We do see the Calm Mind happening and the Recover, so we're not really seeing a stall fest, more of the Coin Master having to play into how many boosts he needs to get in order to take down this Venusaur. He has to play the game of boost versus recover. He has to be able to play that game really well. Even though Calm Mind is raising special defense, it only raises it by 1 stat. So it makes it to where Giga Drain ain't doing that much damage. So he has to calculate if whenever he does the Calm Mind, he'll be able to take it the next turn and use Recover, which he seems to be doing fairly decently here as well. Here, let me check his stats. He's got 6, 7, 8 plus in stats. That means that it is going to get 20. The stored power is going to get 20 points for every stat buff. We do see the Giga Drain go off. You mean to tell me that's going to be 20 times 8? Yeah, that's going to be 20 times 8. That's going to be a very effective move. I do agree. We do see it hit, and oh my gosh, what the heck, man? That stored power took out the Venusaur. That was a steel type. I agree with you there, Billy Bob. Did not expect that Venusaur to be taken out like that. I mean, dang, who knew Renucleus with that much boost and everything was going to take out that Venusaur? You are right there. We do see the Koraidon coming out for the final Pokemon on Game Review side. Now, this is going to be a toughie because it's got the +1 boost from the Pulse and everything. I wonder if it's going to do enough damage in order to take out this Renucleus. It seems to not do that. Oh my gosh, Billy Bob. It managed to lift the hit, and we can take down the Venusaur, and more to take down the Koraidon. We do see the Coin Master here winning another fight. Whoa, yeah! Thank you for that, Billy Bob. And as you can tell here, it has been the Coin Master versus the Gamer Reviews. It looks like the Coin Master here has won, and I got to see it live for the first time. That is fantastic. That is fantastic, Billy Bob. And with that, we will see y'all for week 3. Everybody, this has been Steve and Billy Bob. And we'll see y'all later. Bye.